You know it's a great video if it's coming from dating right.
Babe, can I eat a snack?
No.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah,
off. Prison
okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
no.
calm
No,
down,
no.
calm down,
Only one of us has
calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
That's why I don't think it ain't bitch. I mean, you won't think something that was not. You won't think something like. I don't understand how you won't connect.
Oh God, I'm scared. Okay, I'm about to do it. I'm doing it. I'm going all the way. Shut up.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the reason you're so sad and depressed is because you're dating a Democratic man and he believes going 50-50 and splitting the bill down everything when you could easily get a conservative man who would provide and take care of you. The thing is though.
Gonna hold y'all long today, I promise, but it's extra clear to me that so many of you truly want a boundaryless, moralless, godless, no accountability having, extra perverted and over sexualized, flavor of fuck off Diddy society that's governed by brain dead celebrities in its shows. Heal that shit because it's real weird.
So you guys are not upset that all the celebrities that were literally telling you to vote for Kamala Harris were all paid? All of them. I would be pissed. I bet you Trump didn't pay Joe Rogan. Trump didn't pay Elon. He did not pay Dr. Phil. He didn't pay Hulk Hogan or any of the endorsement he got and had. He didn't pay for it.
If you are a real man, you should be supporting this 4B movement. It's literally helping you cut out all the bullshit of wondering the woman you're about to date, is she crazy? Should you have kids with her? They're literally telling you who you shouldn't date and who you shouldn't marry and procreate with. And I am all for this because I am a boy mom that eventually is going to have a son of dating age, and half of my work is done now.
I'm going to ask a question. And
I don't think men do react. I'm yet to see some clips where men are reacting or they are sad or or them talking too much about the 4B movement, other than the YouTube content creators that try to bring attention, on which I think I'm one of them, despite with a small following. Just to shed some light, like maybe this video we've done, or reacting to this video. So, but like you see that I've not seen a man getting worried that the 4B movement has started in America or in Wales or in Europe. You know, that should say something. Men are not worried about it. It actually helps men, especially for those that want to settle down. At least now they have to go conservative way. They have to look for a conservative woman. They don't have to get a passport anymore, because now they know, like, okay, I think this person is conservative, and all these women that were upset, but I think it will just blow off very soon.
so
Very
serious when I asked this question. Y'all really thought that we were going to have a woman president? this crying and carrying on that y'all doing, is that genuine tears of you really believing that men were going to put their lives in the hands of a woman? You thought we were going to have a woman commander-in-chief?
There's actually a guy, I saw a video who predicted to say the first female president will happen when the incumbent, let's say the way it is with Biden and Harris, if Biden had stood and won, and then maybe you find that after a year or two, maybe he has a medical condition or something happens to him, and then now the vice president is made a president. So that's a scenario. Somebody said that there will be the first female president. That's like the likely scenario that it will happen. Not just maybe she stands and then she beats the competition.
I'm gonna go there. You look at the campaign this year. You know, all due respect to Sis Kamala, she threw a concert, and I like Meg, and I love Glorilla. Mm-hmm. She threw a concert with Meg and Glorilla, thinking that that was going to move and influence our community to vote for her. You think that we're that low functioning that you cannot talk politics to us and legislation to us for us to choose you based on leadership? That we're going to choose you based on who's dropping it like it's hot or who's...
Woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. Buzz it down, right? I think that this is too... It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go.
Does anyone else find it insane that the election is making people realize that they should not be hoes? Like, how did Trump getting elected make people realize, damn, you know what? Maybe I should stop slinging cooch out like this is a buffet at Cece's Pizza. Like, that's what made you realize that? What the fuck? Like, your 12th body in 3 months didn't do it for you, and people nicknaming you Slurp and Burp didn't do that shit either, but Orange Man getting elected as president does. How the fuck does that make any sense? And look, guys, I have no issues with hoes being hoes. If you want to be a hoe, by all means, be a hoe. Slang cooch, I don't give a shit. My problem is that I know for a fact that people are not going to be doing this 4B movement shit after like 3 months. Like, half of these people doing 4B all of a sudden 3 weeks ago were shaking ass on a prisoner at a Halloween costume party, and now all of a sudden they want to be fucking Susan B. Anthony. Like, all right, man. Like, I'm sorry, you're full of shit. Glorilla is still in your playlist. I know for a fucking fact. Like, I just know your ass is lying, man. Like, you're just following the trends at this point. Talking about some bullshit like you're gonna move to Canada. Bitch, you're staying here. Shut the fuck up. And look, guys, again, I have no issues with people doing 4B movement. I have an issue with people saying they're gonna do it, and then ultimately they're not gonna do shit.
People tell me, oh, you need to vote for Kamala Harris because you need to think about women's rights and think about the women in your life that deserve rights. And all I can say to that is, because women wanted rights before me, I have to drive to work every single day, clock in for 40 hours a week, and spend time away from my family. Not for nothing, but there are women in this country, on this app, that agree with me that they would rather stay home and be a part of their home, do homesteading, actually teach their children, be a part of their education. Let's not forget that when we joined the workforce as women, we were also expected, just as men are, to give a portion of our money to the government so that they can take it and do things like they're doing today, sending it to Ukraine and Israel and other countries that need help. And for you to come in my comments and say, well, you should care about other human beings' lives. Guess what? I do, but I also care about my fucking family, and I care about my people, and the fact that I can't go to the doctor and afford $500 a month in insurance, but somebody in Ukraine can get health care because my money is getting directly sent over to Ukraine. Like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for the person who's for the people. I'm gonna vote for the person who's for the collective American people.
I keep seeing people write that women lost their rights. What right did I lose? Like, can somebody please enlighten me? What right did I lose as a woman? Because I don't think I lost any rights. Unless, is it the right to work? Because if I lost rights to work, then I got to call my husband right now and tell him I can't go to work tomorrow. It's not the right for women to be safe in a restroom. It's not the right for women sports to be preserved and women only compete against women. Yes, you heard me. I'm confused why you guys think rights are being taken away from us today. I mean, I thought that rights were being preserved. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. And somebody, just anybody, answer my question. Don't blame Trump. Don't blame anything like Republican wise. Like, answer my question. What right as a woman is being taken away from me?
I'm getting a little tired of some Christians asking me why I voted for Donald Trump. Because I'm a Christian. That's why I voted for him. But now let me turn that question back on you. You are a Christian. Why did you vote for Kamala Harris? You see, I didn't vote for Donald Trump for who he is. I voted for Donald Trump for who God is. You see, he wasn't promoting the shedding of innocent blood at the AB clinic. The flesh. You see, he wasn't promoting gender ideology or gender reassignment surgery. The flesh. See, he didn't open the borders for our children to get sex trafficked. The flesh. See, he wasn't taking the children's bread and giving it to somebody else. The flesh. You see, he wasn't pushing do as thy will with no responsibility. The flesh. See, he wasn't manipulating the people's minds with lies and propaganda through the left-wing media. The flesh. He didn't write a book and take a picture with the black help to make us think that he was black. The flesh. Wasn't into that principalities and powers and lying wonders. He just stood on the truth. What's really wrong with America? America's sick and it needs a healing.
No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of. In all of human history, nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth.
So according to recent reporting, only 7% of black women voted for Donald Trump. So my question is, where is that 7%? Where are you, ladies? Please identify yourself, because we want to thank you.
I want to send a quick message to the black women who voted for Donald Trump. About 8 to 9% of you guys. Now, you guys were the smallest demographic of Trump voters, and yet to me, you are one of the most impressive, not because anybody matters more than anybody else, but because you are the most rebellious out of everybody else. Damn near everyone around you, 9 out of 10 of y'all, was dragging you if you believed anything different than they did. Like, and you know how black folk can be, and everybody else does. They may pretend they don't, but we know how it can be. They can tear you to pieces if you do not align yourself with their belief systems. And so I am proud of y'all, and I want you to know that we are all here with you. All creeds, colors, races, backgrounds, everybody came together for this party. And the 9% who are rebels today, y'all are the pioneers, the forerunners. You guys are setting a new precedent. And what's about to come is going to be a different type of wave once everybody else wakes up. They ain't awake yet. They still sleep. They're still fighting you. They're still trying to drag you on social media. They're still coming for your neck. They're still trying to send you back to slavery, whatever it is. But I wanted to send this message out to y'all specifically. So everybody, give a shout out to them sisters that you know who voted for Trump, because shout out to you. Shout out, yes, to the Amish. Shout out to every community out there that came out of the cuts, Native Americans, etc. But black women who voted for Trump, y'all are real ones. Listen to this.
I can't get over these numbers. $10 million for Beyonce.
What?
To step up and back Kamala Harris publicly. $5 million for Megan Thee Stallion. $3 million for Lizzo. $1.8 million for Eminem. I mean, is that normally how it goes? You spend 20.
Hold on a second. So Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. How much do you think Donald Trump paid him? Do you think Donald Trump can afford Elon Musk? I don't think so. So you're telling me these fake relationships is what you guys wanted in the government? People paying people to act like they like each other?
Actually, Elon Musk kept on funding the Republicans. He kept on funding the campaign. So he was using his money, even his movements. He wasn't using the campaign money for Donald Trump. He was using his money. And if all these celebrities, the things they were talking about, or they are thinking about the future of their kids as mothers, if you watch them speak, you see that they should have been the one to even put in money because they believed that she would make great impact for the future of their kids. Why did they have to get paid? You understand? So these are some of the things that maybe the 10% the other guy was talking about, the ones that couldn't get convinced, were looking into, or were like critically looking at, like, you know what, even if they didn't have information, but it's something you can see even that all these people talk wasn't really like they were convinced. You can even, you know, they couldn't convince people. They couldn't convince people. They were not convincing enough. You know, when you are being paid to say something, it's different when you are, it's a fight of your life that you make it. You are even willing to risk your career for the sake of that cause. It's different when you're getting a check for it. You understand?
People who are going to school for psychology majors message me telling me that they hope that I get essayed because I voted for Trump. Not to mention, they also made threats saying, oh, I'm strapped up. Honey, you try to ban the ones that we got already, okay? Beside that, keep in mind, these are the same people who need cookies and milk offered to them to cope with Trump winning the election. These are the same people who have been shaving their heads, losing their minds, haven't showered for 5 days because they believe that Trump is going to take away their rights. And this is why Trump is the first Republican in history to win with that many popular votes. And this is why when it comes to Democrats, they have lost the majority of Americans already. Because it's either you take a step back, stop calling everything misogynistic and racist, having people think that they have to walk around eggshells for you, because you lived a privileged life already, setting up your camera and losing your mind, recording yourself on your $1,000 iPhone. Or you can decide to keep doing it and live in your delusions. And then they wonder why they lost. Majority of liberals went with the second choice because they have the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. But these people are adults, and Trump is your daddy, whether you like it or not.
I'm actually starting to believe that Democrat Party was a fucking cult. These people are diehard for some dumb shit. They still trying to negative talk about Trump with this, oh, my abortion, taking women's rights. The man is fucking putting it in black and white right in your damn faces, man. It ain't a group of people he's fighting for. This man is showing every motherfucker not just in our country, but through the entire world. He's fighting for every American citizen in this country. The man is doing it whether you black, white, or Latino. The man is doing it whether you're a man, a woman, or a child. I see a girl get on here talking about, oh, my child's disabled and I ain't gonna be able to pay for it. Come on, man. First it was he was going to take away women's rights and do all this. Oh, now he's attacking disabled kids. You people are really lost. And I'm going to say what Trump said. Sorry, but I'm not sorry about saying this. If you don't like it, leave. Fuck it. Just go ahead and leave the country. But you're going to realize something. Ain't no country greater than this one, especially now that Trump's back in office. It ain't make America great again no more. It's make America the greatest fucking country now.
Nobody is ready for this conversation, but the Democratic Party is inherently rooted in evil. And they don't believe that they are because if you notice, most people on the very far left actually lack very common, basic U.S. history knowledge. One of those things being that Democrats were the ones who owned slaves and Republicans were the ones who freed the slaves. The Democrats will never be able to outlive the stain on them that is the Jim Crow laws. And they will tell you as Republicans that you are racist and that you are taking the rights away of African American people in this country, which is entirely false. And there was even a woman who came on this app crying after the Trump victory, saying that she felt like she was going to become a slave. Now let's fast forward to 2024, shall we? What exactly is the Democratic Party pushing today? Oh, just the murder of innocent children inside the womb in the name of women's rights. Just the demonizing of all white males in this country and the working class people of this country. Just the absolute outrageous idea that it's okay for children to change their gender with dangerous chemicals that are actually causing health complications and making them die early deaths. The idea that the traditional household is inherently sexist and that women need to be more masculine and have careers and it's okay for men to stay home and not be providers. They are completely destroying everything that is America's backbone, not to mention the praising of a candidate who was telling them to leave the rally at which they were shouting, Jesus is Lord. So you guys, please tell me, let's look at the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. What agendas are they pushing? And tell me which one is pushing evil into this world. And I bring up the Jim Crow laws to specifically make a point, because if the Democratic Party does not get it together and erase this radical left agenda that they are pushing, their party will fall apart and we will be a one-party nation, which truthfully I don't want to see, because we're a democracy. I fully believe in that. However, if they keep pushing this radical agenda, their party is going to fall apart.
Oh, this country just wasn't ready to have a black woman in charge. First of all, Kamala ain't even black. Let's start there. Second of all, that's not even the case. Because, baby, soon as she say she running, I'm sprinting to them polls. Let her run. Let her run. Her election is already won.
Guys, thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel. Check out over 400 videos on the channel, you know. And thanks to Dating Right for this amazing video. I'll see you in the next one.